Hello, welcome to another video. Today we are going to be deciding the books I'm going to be reading in February. I'm really excited for this because there are some really exciting books I want to pop onto my TBR in February. There are quite a few I'd quite like to get on there if I can, but at the same time I want to balance this because some of them are quite chunky. In February we have the release of House of Sky and Breath. Keep wanting to say, because House of Earth and Blood is the first book and then this is House of Sky and Breath, and I keep wanting to say House of Earth and Breath. I don't even know, is it even House of Sky and Breath? That book, I want to read that. That comes out February 14th, so that has to be on this TBR because if it isn't, I'm just going to drop everything and read it anyway. And there's also a couple of others that I've got this month as either arcs or books I just haven't quite got to yet that have come out this month. I would really like to get on my TBR as well, so let's do this. If you are new to this, Fictionary is a board game I have made. It is very much like Pictionary. There are categories and each category has prompts that I draw and then I find a book within 1 minute to fit that prompt. Last month was the first month I did of trying a new format where I used my phone camera, hello, to film myself running around rather than just kind of cutting that part out, and that was quite good fun. So we're gonna do that again, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that format. I've also put back all of the cards I used last year just as a new year, kind of shuffling it back up again. I will at some point be inserting new prompts in as well, but for now I've just shuffled back in the ones I've already drawn. So we're basically back to a fresh start. I should have done it last month, but I forgot, so we're going forward with February. Last month I also picked 5 books instead of the usual 6, and I think I'm going to keep doing that because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, especially with these bigger books. So we're going to roll for 5 books. Let's go for roll number 1. Okay, roll number 1. We have got 2. Title. Okay, here is the card. I'm going to look at it and then I'm going to set my timer. Friend picks the first letter, not the or a. Okay, right. This is one of the ones that's come back up again. I did this before without the or a and it made it really, really hard. So I think I will, if they do say T or A, I will allow myself the or a if I struggle, only if I struggle. Okay, I'm gonna put this into a group chat and whoever replies first is picking my letter. Okay, I've messaged in. I'm kind of relying on them being on their phones and able to reply, so hopefully they do pretty quickly. Okay, no one's even read the message yet, so I'm gonna leave that one and come back to that in a second once they reply to me. So we'll go on to prompt number 2 and then we'll go back to prompt number 1. Okay, prompt number 2. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Difficult. When I was reshuffling this, the most cards I was putting back in was difficult. I just apparently keep drawing difficult, so yay. Okay, so the thing now is that if whatever letter my friends give me is H, I can go for House of Sky and Breath. That's what it's called, right? I keep getting so lost. But if that'll fit any of these future prompts, I'm going to put it in if I can. So I'm kind of in a position now where I really want to know what letter they're going to give me because that will change the other books I pick. But no one's replied yet, so I have the difficult prompt. Okay, there is the prompt. Finish a series. Oh. Okay, right, I've got a minute timer. Okay, so I have 2 books that would put me up to speed in a series that I would like to try and get on this TBR anyway. I'm trying to look if I've got any series that are like close to being completed and what I could read there. But honestly, the 2 that come to mind, and I don't know how many more books there are going to be in this series. So we have either got Pages & Co, The Book Smugglers by Anna James, which is in the Pages & Co series, or I've got Fence Volume 4, Rivals. So either one of these 2 would put me up to date with the series as far as it is out at the moment. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so my main dilemma there was, can I count? Oh, that's my timer going off. I was back in time, it's fine. Right, my main dilemma was, can I count being up to date with as far as the series is out as finishing a series? And I'm gonna say yes because there aren't any more books in that series at this time for me to read. So I've come up with 2 that to pick between. So I've got Fence Volume 4, or I've got the next book in the Pages & Co series, which is The Book Smugglers. Now both of these I did kind of have a standby to put onto this TBR. I think I'm leaning towards Pages & Co. I know that Fence would be a really quick read, but Pages & Co, it's been out for a while and I haven't read it yet, and I normally read this within like the first week of it being out, so I feel like I'm really itching to read it, and they're always really fun quick reads. It's a middle grade, it's about Tilly who can jump into the pages of books. This is the 4th one, I think? Yes, 4th one. So I think this is what I'm gonna go for. Okay, I've still had no reply, so we're gonna go for roll number 3. Okay, please not difficult again. 6. Okay, any book, oh, any book, yes. Okay, I'm happy. That's any book. I can pick whatever I want to pop onto the TBR. So, oh wait, hang on. Am I going to put House of Earth and whatever it's called? The next Sarah J Maas book in the Crescent City series. Am I going to put that on, or do I want to go for one of the arcs that I want to read? Oh no, this is where I'm like, should I allow myself to switch books out? But then that would ruin the 1 minute timer. I'm not setting a time for this one because it's any book, so I can just pick. I should have set a timer actually. No, I am going to set a timer. Oh god. The moral dilemma, why can none of my friends reply to my message? Oh, Lauren's read it. She's typing S. Okay, I'm gonna set a minute timer. This is 2 prompts at once, but we're gonna do prompt number 1, S. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at the pile of books that I had to pick from. None of them start with an S. Oh god, okay. It's fine, this is fine. Let's have a look. I've got a couple down here on like my translated-ish shelf that I would like to get to soon. None of them begin with an S. What books do begin with an S? Oh no. If I don't get this, I will have to use a forfeit card. I'm just looking at all of the books on the kind of shelves of books I want to get to soon. I've got Song of Achilles. Yeah, that's a possibility. Song of Achilles is possible. Hang on, how long do I have left on my timer? 40, oh no, 13 seconds. Oh, okay. It's either going to be Song of Achilles or a forfeit. But I don't know if I'm ready for Song of Achilles as a reread yet. Ah. Okay. This is the only book I think of that begins with an S. I know it's the Song of Achilles, but as I said, I was going to try and exclude like the part of things and just go for the actual first word that isn't the, or A. So yeah, I do want to reread this and I want to do a vlog dedicated to rereading it, but I don't know if I want to reread it in February because of the size of some of the other books I want to read in February. Not that this is like particularly big, but I don't know, but it begins with an S. So what I might do is draw a forfeit card, and I don't know what is happening with my hair right now. I might draw a forfeit card, and if that forfeit card is something else that I'm not 100% set on, then I will choose between the two, which is a little bit cheaty, but also I made the game, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, there's the forfeit card. Now, normally with these, I'm not setting a timer because half of them aren't like time ones, they're just kind of immediate, like this is the book you're gonna pick kind of ones, if that makes sense, like before I had the last book you bought, for example. So let's have a look. Social media picks my read. Okay, so we could well go for the Song of Achilles because this is going to be completely random. So when I put this one in there, the intention would be that I would scroll through social media until I saw a book I owned, and that would be the book that I would pick. I could also do polls, I suppose, but I think the quickest way at the moment is just to scroll through, and the first bit that pops off my feed is the one I'm going up against the Song of Achilles for. So I think I'm gonna go for Instagram because I just feel like that's gonna be easier. Okay, so far these are all just open book photos, or books that I do not own, or a lot of bag ads actually, weirdly. Okay, still books that I don't actually own. This is scary, this is actually scary. Oh, I should probably tell you what the books are that are coming up. So we've got The Secrets Act. I do not own that one. Pigeon Blood Red, I don't own. The Lord of the Rings, I've read. This is scary. Sister, I don't own. These Violent Delights, I've read. Okay, The Hating Game, I've read, did not like it. Six of Crows, I've read. Oh. War and Peace, do not own that, which I'm thankful for right now because that is a chunky book. Oh, okay, here's one I own. The Phone Box at the Edge of the World. And that was actually one that I was just looking at for the other prompt for beginning with S. I know it doesn't begin with an S, but that was the shelf I was looking at to find a book that begins with S. So, okay. All right, let me grab that one. Okay, so we have a choice between Song of Achilles, which I definitely want to reread and I definitely want to do a dedicated reading vlog for, or we have The Phone Box at the Edge of the World. Both of these are ones that I wouldn't have necessarily picked for this month, I would say. The Song of Achilles because I just don't think I want to get to it within Feb, and this one just because it's, I don't know, it's not the kind of one I'm fancying. Again, neither of these I fancy, but that is the point of this game, is that it pushes me to read some books that I wouldn't necessarily put on my TBR. So what I know about this one is it is translated fiction. I'm just going to try and skim the blurb and see which one I fancy. I'm kind of cheating at my own game by not saying timers and the pressure, but at the same time, we're in a unique situation. This has not happened on Fictionary before, or has it? I don't think it has, I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for The Phone Box at the Edge of the World because I know I'm gonna read The Song of Achilles really soon, and I know that is gonna go back onto my TBR as a reread. I know I'm gonna do that, whereas this one, if I don't pick it now, I don't know when I will pick it, so I'm gonna push myself to read this one and just go into it a little bit blind. The blurb really doesn't give away too much of it. It's set in Japan. People travel to this phone box, pick up the receiver and speak into the wind, and they pass their message to a loved one who's passed away. So I can tell this is probably going to be quite emotional. Both of these sound like very emotional reads. I mean, I know this one is, but this follows multiple different characters who have lost somebody and is very heartwarming apparently. Whereas this will break your heart in many pieces, and yeah, both of these sound like they probably are going to end up making me cry. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go for this one. This is my pick. And really, I didn't end up cheating because I did do the forfeit card, kind of. I don't know, you know. We have 2 books. What was the other prompt that I was meant to find? So that brings me back to the any book situation was prompt 3. This is a mess in order-wise. I'm trying to keep track of it in my head. Editing this is going to be really good fun. So any book. I've got the choice between House of whatever it is, Sky and Breath, or Portrait of a Thief, which is an arc I have that I am very, very excited about. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put House of Thingy and Thingy in there because I definitely will be reading that on release day, so I want it to at least be on my TBR. So I'm going to put that in. That's going to be my any book option. So we have 3 books, we have 2 roles left. Let's get back to some order. I did actually forget to say where the phone box at the edge of the world came from on my social media, so it's from Amy's book club. So there is the post. Thanks Amy's book club for picking that book for me. Okay, roll number whatever it is now, 4. 5. Wait, no, that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any book again? Oh, yes, the book gods are praising me. We have any book again. I am going to be picking Portrait of a Thief by Grace D. Lee for this book. I am very excited about this one. This one comes out in April, so this is an advanced reader copy sent to me by the publishers, and I am very much looking forward to it. I'm gonna try and summarize it for you. I have read this blurb a few times, so it has stuck in my brain a little bit now, but still need some help because my memory is pants. So this follows our main character, who is an art history student at Harvard, and he has been approached by a Chinese corporation who are offering him the chance to reclaim 5 priceless sculptures and bring them back to their creators, or where their creators are from. So he assembled a team to go and do this, and there's a lot of money on the line, and also the relationships that these characters bring with them and the complications there. It sounds amazing. I am very excited. So yay, I got this on my TBR as well. Okay, we have 1 last book, and I need to make it a short book because at the moment I've got 3, not big books, but like 3 books that I feel like might take me longer to read. Like I feel like this one may possibly take me longer to read, although if it's kind of heist-esque, that might be quite fast-paced. The phone box at the edge of the world, I have no idea. In my head, it will be slower, therefore it will take me longer. And then House of Thingy and Thingy Heads, I normally try and read those quite quickly in terms of like, well, I don't try and read them quickly, but I'd spend a lot of time reading them because I'm very excited for the release. But they are big books normally, so I don't know how many pages it is actually, but so I want a small book next for roll number 5. Okay, roll number 5. Here we go. Where's my dice? I was going to roll the person. No. 5. I'm rolling the big numbers today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you kidding me? Any book again? Okay, thank you, book gods. We've given me any book again, so that is 3 any books. Thank you. Great. Okay, so I could go for Fence Volume 4. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand here. Or bear with me. Or a book that I also kind of wanted to try and get onto my TBR for this month or next month possibly is The Things I Learnt and the Things I Still Don't Know About by Talitha Wing. This is a poetry collection and it's actually written by my friend from school, so I really want to read this one, and I think this one might be the one I pick. So for this one, I'm going to read you one of the lines on the blurb of this because I think it perfectly explains what Talitha is trying to do with this poetry. Talitha explores the ambiguities of the journey into adulthood, self-acceptance, and what it means to be other in a manner that will resonate with readers. It also says this is providing a voice for those who, like her, refuse to be categorised and labelled. I think this is going to be really beautiful, and also Dean Atter has blurbed it on the back as messy, sticky, and bloody beautiful, and Dean Atter is an amazing writer. So I'm really excited to get to this one. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So this is the 5th book on my Fictionary TBR. Okay, I don't even know what prompts we had now, but here's the TBR. So we've got Pages & Co. The Book Smugglers by Anna James. This was to complete a series, so this will bring me up to date with this series. We've then got The Phone Box at the Edge of the World by Laura Imai Messina, and this was for first book I saw on social media. We have Any Book, Portrait of a Thief by Grace D. Lee, another Any Book, The Things I Learnt and the Things I Still Don't Know by Talitha Wing, and then we have another Any Book, which is Crescent City No. 2, House of Something and Something, Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. To be honest, this isn't too bad in terms of length. Like, I'm not too daunted by this. I don't know how long the new Crescent City book is going to be, but I'm excited for it. I'm very ready for this TBR, and I feel like I've done well. This is good. This is a range of different types of genres, different types of books, and I am excited. If you've enjoyed the mess that is Fictionary, please do give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what you're planning to read for February, or just pop a little book emoji if you wanted to pop something but you weren't sure what. And subscribe to see more of my face on your feed. If you ever want early access to these prompts so you can join along with a bit more notice, I do share them on my Patreon as early access. That is all linked down below. I'm also doing loads of live streams throughout February for my Patrons, like 1 to 2 a week, pretty much 2 a week. It's gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to it. That's all linked down below. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry this has been really hectic. It always feels when I'm filming it so hectic, and then when I edit it, it doesn't look quite so hectic, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Keep smiling and stay positive.